Hello, welcome to Daily Records. I'm Tommy Burton, and today's record is would you call it an alternative music classic? I don't know what alternative music is, but this is Flood by They Might Be Giants. And this was their third album, but this was their first major release or major album release. And again, it came out in January of 1990. And the opening track, which is the theme from Flood, says as much. It's a brand new record for 1990. They Might Be Giants, brand new album, Flood. Now, for those of you that may be unfamiliar with They Might Be Giants, it's hard to describe. It's a duo, John Flansburgh and John Linnell, out of Brooklyn, New York. Kind of got their start as almost performance art, doing some sort of very underground type shows. But these guys have a real knack for melody and just almost like jingle writers run amok. Very catchy type stuff. Now this album, being their first major label, had a couple of hits that you guys may or may not know. Birdhouse in Your Soul, which is a wonderful, cute song, very catchy. Their remake of Istanbul, Not Constantinople, which a lot of people remember from the Dr. Demento show. But Particle Man, which is kind of become one of their what you would call the science tracks or the nerd tracks or whatever you want to call it. But fun stuff, and you know, there's some heavier stuff like You and Your Racist Friend. You know, some heavier stuff. Now mine's on a colored vinyl because this was a Record Store Day reissue, and that's how I picked it up. But it had a couple of music videos that were on MTV. And also, I think like Particle Man in particular and Istanbul were featured on Tiny Toons, the Steven Spielberg animated show. But this is a fun album, and it's got a lot of humor, catchy songs, just bright, fun, poppy stuff. Like I said, a New York band, a lot of synthesizer and stuff like that. They're even though that John Flansburgh is kind of a very good guitarist. You know, it's not what I would call a guitar album. It's definitely more of a synth based or keyboard type thing. But there's a lot of eclectic material on here, and so there's just straight up like rave music, rave rock, like Twisting, or there's like country type stuff like Ball and Chain, Lucky Ball and Chain. And then you got like your sort of niche-y type songs like Particle Man and Istanbul. But I mean, it's a clever record, and it's got a little bit of bizarreness to it, but it's not inaccessible. Like, it's not so off the wall that the bizarre stuff is gonna, you know, is gonna affect the listening experience. It's catchy, and it'll sink its teeth into you easily. But They Might Be Giants, Flood 1990 is today's daily record. Tune in tomorrow for another daily record. Like, subscribe, share, comment, interact down below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75, and also check out my regular Tommy Burton VC channel. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another daily record.